I just remembered we played a show. I know your dad was there in the audience too. And I got to
my
make the
gosh!
joke.
I was hoping you'd make this joke. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't
pause.
recall.
Some backstory. Jeff and Jim kind of like came into one of our bands after it fell apart because we got this sweet gig playing in right at this place in Rockford called the District because there was this band called Here Come the Mummies that were in town, and somehow we got this gig playing with Here Come the Mummies. And I had never met Jeff really before besides the rehearsals that was leading up to it, and I was a bit skeptical. But then
That's how you are about everybody, though. Oh, it's a person. I'm skeptical.
I'm always pretty skeptical about new people. Let's be real here. And so we were on stage playing in front of at least a couple hundred people that were out there.
Yeah,
it was a lot more people than what should have been there.
It's probably time for Jeff to take this story
and then Jeff
over.
can just take over the story.
I
from
can't
here.
remember exactly what I said. You guys both had done an amazing solo, and then if you've never seen it before, they whenever one of them does something awesome, they both like will just like big cheesy.
Can I get one of those?
Yeah.
Right,
cool. Like I love
good.
it.
It felt
It's so
good.
great.
Yeah.
It always makes me happy
Because
when
we're twins and we support each other. So
yeah, it was something along the lines that was like, yes, and they're both the product of one orgasm. Can you believe it?
And see,
Then I believe I even pointed at their dad and told him he did a good job.
yeah.
now you see.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
My dad loved it. He thought it was hilarious.
He thought it was funny.
That's good. That was a fun show, though. That was super hot. You guys remember how it was just super hot?
That was one hot summer, man.
It was rough.
I was
One of my
chafing
favorite
so
parts-
bad after that show.
One
I
of
was
my
so much
favorite
shade.
parts of that show was
And I only played bass.
Andrew was carrying in his keyboard, and he was complaining about
my
having
God.
to carry his keyboard after Alvin was carrying, like, we're all carrying, like, amps. Alvin's carrying all his drums, and the security guy looks at him, and he's like, oh, you're having a really hard time carrying that whole keyboard?
I remember that. Yeah, the security guard totally threw him under the bus. That was great.
Oh, I wish I was there for that.
awesome.
Love you,
part.
Andrew.
Yeah, I love you too, Andrew.
That was a neat stage to play on, though.
That was,
It was a big
yeah,
one.
because
That
it was like
fun. Just
a
walls of
huge
speakers.
trailer. Yeah.
No, that was awesome.
It was definitely like one of the coolest stages that I played on.
It was the most
agree.
spread out I think I've ever felt on
Oh, it
the
was
stage.
huge.
Yeah.
It was
You're
huge.
like,
Huge.
hi, Jim.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And he was like right next to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were still far away.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was so cool.
that was
I thought the neatest part is when the music went down and I looked over. I just had my bass, so I'm ready to go. And I look over and I see that the people are still, they're still setting up, and Jeff's still doing something over there. And so I was like, oh. So I started just slapping real quick just to kind of get some noise out there. I had a few woos. That was pretty fun.
all the woos.
Oh, I had all the woos all to myself.
Yeah,
I used them all up. They quit wooing after we
right.
started
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, they did. But the after party for that was honestly like one of the best parts of the night. I think.
It was like
didn't
super
go.
lit for an hour.
Yeah, we
I
didn't stick
know.
around for the Mummies.
Because
Mummies are
y'all
bad.
were lame. Because here's what
It was
happened.
gonna rain, and we had our equipment in my truck.
in your truck without a top or anything on it.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the problem.
So
That'll do
basically, at the after party, the band that we were all in got contracted to play for 2 hours for this after party. But the band we were in only had like 45 minutes worth of material.
I could feel that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So
That's the struggle,
Andrew
that's real.
had called in some friends of
Outsourced.
his
He outsourced
from
it.
the
Flotation.
suburbs called Flowtation.
Yeah.
And
The
then,
drummer for Machine Gun Moses is the drummer for Flotation as well.
Eric.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right. I knew that.
You didn't know that?
I knew that.
Yeah,
Anyways.
shout out Eric Manuth.
Eric Manuth.
Hey.
And
I haven't seen him in a while.
I know, right? Me neither. And so that after party is basically when our band dissolved and Flotation gained 2 more members in the form of a horn section. And then we went on to have a couple wonderful years with Flotation.
I remember how that even got. I think I was talking to.
It was like the weirdest shitstorm of a situation.
It was either
Right.
Alvin or it was Anthony. I don't or not Anthony.
Andrew?
Tony? You mean Tony?
No, I can't remember who it was, but I don't. Somebody was talking to me, and I was drunk. I had been drinking that night, so he's like, "Hey, do you want to fill in and play bass for this show that we have coming up? It's opening up for the Here Come the Mummies." I'm like, drunk me. He's like, "Oh hell yeah, that sounds fun." And then, the next day I'm looking at him. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I just committed to a show in like a month.
Yeah, so
and I'm
Jim,
looking. And
Jim was
then-
living here at the time,
Yeah.
too.
Right,
So
yep, I remember
they were
that.
practicing here, and I was like, well, if I want in.
He didn't want to be
I'm
left
not
out.
gonna sit here and watch you guys play music, and I don't get to play music.
So, yeah, the Geoff
so
jumped
I
on.
want in. And he's like, yeah, okay.
That was funny. That was such a like.
That was great.
It was
Like,
a
oh,
cool
hey, by
hunch.
the way, Drunk Me did a thing. You want to do it with me?
Right.